And we're back with another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. And okay, let's get started. I need a new PC. Can you help? I need 60 frames per second and World of Tanks minimum specs. I'm always benchmarking it to see if any changes have made a better G-Skill. Components are meant to be the bomb. Ooh. Well, first and foremost, this is a beast rig that we can make. I don't even need to look at their minimum specs, but we will. World of Tanks. Minimum specs in your budget is $2,500. Holy crap. Do you not need that bad? 960, 1300, 42. Yeah, no. With that budget, sir, you're going to get the thinnest of quality. But what we need to check out is what can we buy in G-Skill. And what's the most expensive G-Skill thing here? Okay, so the Trident Z, 3866 of all things, is more expensive than the 4000. Okay, so all that G-Skills does is RAM. I just wanted to double check that. So let's get to it here. We're going to go with a $50 case. We're going to go with usually pretty much mostly the basic stuff here. Power supply, however, we're going to go big. Because we can. We can go big for $100, motherfucker. And that's true, right here. $100. Boom. Go a little bit bigger on that. Storage. I'm gonna go with the cheapest of the M2 drives. So we'll do this right out the gate. So that's minus 110. Now we've got 1985 to spend. Oh my god. Let's look at performance here with the parts rankings. So the Ryzen 7 2700 is the best processor out there. What's the price on that processor? Surprisingly, it's $20 cheaper than the best Intel price-wise right now. Yeah, we'll go for it for now. So that's minus 380. Cooling, we can go with liquid on this if we want to. But if we want to just go for raw strength, let's just go here for now. We'll come back to that later. Motherboard, AM4. Now, we're looking for highest RAM speed with dual card accessibility. And it looks like 3600, 3600. I don't see anything over 3600 except for this. But you can't dual GPU it. So for me, that's not going to fly. That's probably the negative of the Ryzen's, is that you don't get the highest RAM speeds possible. But we're going to take what we can get as far as I'm concerned. Here, so we got 3600. That's minus 165. Let's go into memory. And we need to go G-Skill, but let's go 3600 for sure. Because we can't go higher than that. And there's the G-Skill. Now, I think we have these, don't we? Memory? Wow, talk about working out right there. What are those? 120, so that's minus 240. Which gives us 1190 in video cards. That is not a complaint. Now, we can't go biggest. It's 730 a pop. That would be 1400. But we sure as hell can go into the $500 range or so. Well, 580 and 580 would be 1190. So we could actually do two of these beasts and see how it goes. I'm actually curious. We're going to go with this. Let me make sure it works. Yeah, it does. Let's try these guys out because they're pretty well rated. It's not the best one on the market, but it's the one right below it. Should give us the performance we need. I'm trying to, and it's 210 watts, so it's watt heavy, but we have a watt heavy rig to try it out on, so that'll work. So we really have only $30 to spare. They might run warm, so maybe we'll go with some case fans here. So let's go 60 versus 74. So we'll go with these guys. So 1, 2, 3. And that covers the budget in its entirety. So again, it wasn't the best of the best, but it's definitely really good. 1748. Okay, so 1748 is the budget. So I hear you're good at building PCs for performance. Does 740 sound like a fair benchmark? Please, can you overclock the CPU to 3800? I'd like it to be done in 9 days. MSI components are meant to be the bomb. I heard you guys use parts. Don't do that. All right, simple enough. We'll go with first things first. We'll do the the usual suspects. So 50 here. We're gonna go with the 650 watt power supply. Where is it? Here it is. So minus another 60. Storage, we'll go with just the regular solid state. So that's another 60. Because our budget isn't as high and it's very specific performance levels that we need. Processor, 3800, you say. 3800 is either this guy at 95 watts, which is pretty high. Or we can go with this is probably the better deal. Because this is double the price right here. For pretty much the same performance, except this is overclockable and this one's not. So let's go with this guy. Boom. Minus 80. We won't need to overclock it because it meets 3800. So it's a Kaby Lake motherboard. So we'll look at Kaby Lakes. And I'm pretty sure which one we're going with. We're going to go with this guy right here at 175. So minus 1. This gives us $1,223 to work with. Let's go to graphics cards. 7040. We don't need anything ridiculously high. Like, high is good, but not. Oh, no, we don't need overkill. So, like, these Z's would be good. So if we do this, 1, 2, it's minus 555. We have $113 left. Now, the memory is 3,800 actually. So, too expensive. So let's go to 3,600. And we can do an 8 gig. Oh, we can't do 8 gigs because it's still $7 too expensive. So let's do 3,400. 116, $3 too expensive. I'm not playing that game. So that was 3,400, 3,200. Yeah, that's more our budget. Let's go with the G-Skill Ripjaws here. And I believe we need to double check and make sure we've got MSI in there. But this is minus 110. It leaves us with $3. So, MSI and 2 MSI cards. Perfect. We accept. Good. Rig needs upgrade. I'm looking for someone to upgrade my PC. My previous PC was benchmarking 3080, so I want at least that. I'm after 60 gigs of memory. Have you heard of MSI? They're meant to be pretty good. Let's look a bit clogged. Is that okay to you? All right. Dude wants MSI. He wants a 3883. He's pretty abysmally low, but his budget is really, really good. So dude has $552. So we're gonna subtract the cost of the RAM first. 8 gig 3600 sniper. 3600 sniper, so it's this stuff right here. So that's minus 120. Let's make sure that that's right. Yep. Now, with that said, we're talking about, accept this, of course. The processor's fine. Power supply is sufficient. You can't dual card this card, I don't believe. So our budget is $432. So let's say $430 for a graphics card. So let's go down into the $430-ish range. $435, $490, $405. This is really all we have the money for is, something like this. So let's grab this. Wait, which one's the overall bet? 441 versus... Okay, this one's 441. It's actually better in both areas than this one. The wattage is the same. Why does this exist? 1431 versus 1441. 2025 versus 2000. Unless we didn't get these at the same time. So we'll grab this guy. Just minus 405. And it leaves us with $27. Again, I don't think there's much we can do for $27 except throw more fans in his rig. And I don't even recollect what comes with the rig, so we're not going to bother. Okay, so everything that is and needs to be bought is bought. Or is in the shopping cart. Now, there's two ways that we can do this. What do we got going on tomorrow? Do we have any delivery of major parts coming in? I see a hard drive. I see a video card, and I see another video card. I see we have an empty case here. We have a used AMD motherboard. The storage is coming tomorrow, and we have a 450 watt power supply, which isn't that great, but we need to use it. So, what I'm thinking / suggesting that we do is we go ahead and we can't dual card with that shitty power supply, but we could buy a power supply to dump these cards in, and we need an AMD processor. So this is going to sound weird, but we're going to buy for this rig. Let's do that. I want to actually get it. I want to get those big dual cards out of here. So AM4, we'll buy the cheapest one here. We have the motherboard, we have cooling, we have memory, we have graphics cards. Storage is on the way. Oh shoot. Is this motherboard? What is the motherboard here? Hold on. AB350. It may not have. Oh, M2. Okay, it has M2. Yeah, that's gonna change a lot of stuff because that's what's coming in tomorrow is an M2, right? A data XPG M2. Yeah. So. Okay, Okay, what did we need? We got a processor. We got cooling, motherboard, memory. The storage is coming. Oh, we're gonna buy a better power supply. And you know what? Let's just go big for the sake of going. Well, what is this? Be quiet. I just want to check the power supply. Be quiet. Base 6. Is it base 600? Base 600. Okay. So. PSU length is 170. Okay, that's what I want to know. So power supply is 170 millimeter. So we don't want to go too big. So let's see here. 750 watt should be sufficient, but I might want to go to the biggest we can get. And the reason we might want to go to the biggest is because of the requirement to run these big old rigs. It's going to take a lot of power. So 180 millimeter, that's too big. 160 millimeter. So there we go. I think we're good on everything else because we got memory sitting around. We've got pretty much everything. The motherboard, 3200 cooling. Okay, so that's all said and done. We're going to same day deliver. And the reason why is I want to have tomorrow to work on the other two rigs kind of separately. That way we can make the days a little shorter in and of themselves. So that was delivered today. But I did not grab a second case, did I? Motherfucker. You guys cannot take me anywhere without fucking failing at something. I thought we bought a second case, but I guess I didn't. Alright, so you're out another $100, bro. There. Wait a minute. Oh, I did have it. That's alright. Future investment. I did buy enough cases. God damn it. And we have enough to get this done. So let's get these started here. Who was the rich one? Okay, not who was the non-rich one or whatever. They're both rich, but Unlucky Meme is the first one on the list that we should do, followed by this one, and realistically we should do that. So let's get this one done first. She has 2 cards, but I believe they are the weaker of the cards that we are putting in. So power supply is 650. Gotta be careful because not everything is in the exact order it needs to be. Hence why I wanted to do this now, before having to deal with the next big rig coming in. Storage, regular solid. The graphics cards were the Z's. And then memory. Processor. Yeah. And then everything else. Watch, I forgot to probably buy another cooling. I did. See, I keep forgetting that. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me and why I keep forgetting. What? $7 over. Okay, because I didn't include this. Shit. And the problem with this case is there's no fans to take out to offset that amount. Crap baskets. Memory. What memory are we sitting on here? Really nothing cheaper. So, okay, let's do this. Let's take this memory out. The cheapest fix is to just fix the memory a bit more here. 3,200. So, we'll have one extra stick of memory floating around. 2,800. Boom. I'm burning I'm burning a couple $100 just for timing's sake, as opposed to just getting it right the first time I order. Because you're an idiot, bro. No shit. I fucked up. Let's set the memory. The memory. Everything on this is going to be great. The other reason I like getting, and one of the reasons I like doing big computer builds the day I order the parts is I remember what goes into what. And then, by the next day, it's kind of like I sometimes forget. It's like, wait, what was I installing again? And then it becomes problematic because it's like, I don't remember how this was all supposed to fit. And you know what I did not order is another fucking unit. Oh my god. Oh, we need another cooler unit. Horse fucking shit. See, this is why I frustrate myself sometimes. Let's power it down. What are we at here? So we need to test that. Okay. So there's pretty much all the money I would have made off of one of these jobs. Just pretty much gone. Because I kept forgetting to fucking buy the right hardware. Like a fucking idiot. Let's run the tuner. That's probably a little too high. Alright, run it. Memory, the old sticks. So luckily, I'm not worried about buying one stick of RAM that's brand new because it was an accident. So we'll get that money back. We've been pretty good about getting our money back on accidental purchases. So, it's not something I'm that worried about at this exact moment. Cooling. Storage. It's a neat little mechanism, as redundant as it seems to be. Alright, now we're going to try this out here. Put in these two beasts. Nope, that's the used one. With $30 remaining. So at least we organized this one a bit better. In case those run warm, at least we get some airflow in here. In it goes. And it should be exactly the right amount of money for the budget. The budget. And we're good. We need to reset the RAM as well, so because we have not done that. Boop 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 boop. 8956 clearly meets the requirement. Almost didn't make it actually, which is kind of funny. Well, not almost. It wouldn't have made it without the It might have made it without the GPU tuner, but If it was going to be just barely. I just want to see how this performs because this has got some beastly shit in it. So that's the only reason. Whoops. That's the only reason why I'm curious and want to do that. All right, so power supply. Wait a minute. Oh, that's coming tomorrow. That's right. So we're not going to get to test this guy out today. We are going to get a lot of this done right now, so I don't have to do it later. That way, all we got to do is slip in the memory, the hard drive, and the graphics cards, and we're done. So I believe the graphics cards go in a different place. So they go in a very specific place. And since this is a pretty high performance machine, to a degree, I'd rather go with a 16 gig stick at the highest rating we've got, which is this guy. CPU processor. We'll also set the memory today, I think, too, while we're at it. Boop. Boop. Cooling. Where's the awkward shaped one? That's 166, 163, so it's this one. Get it out of here while we can. Alright, I think we're good until we get the other parts here. I have an extra fan, but I don't really want to go through the trouble to do that. Oh, there's no video card, so that's pointless. Alright, so this is done. $11, $20, $35, nice. This thing's a fucking beast. And it should have everything he wants in there. He's got his G-skill memory in there. This thing's a beast. Alright. So we can shut this all down. We're going to collect these guys. Let's make a save. I do want to check and make sure this dude didn't want anything funky. No, he's just dirty. Your computer's a dirtball. Alright, and get our money back on these guys, too. That's the other big thing. Getting our money back on those. Alright. New part. Ryzen 5 2600X. And a power supply that might be cheaper. Silverstone's been offering up the cheaper power supplies, so that might actually be a really good thing. Oh, I didn't do this? Oh, these are both garbage. That's why. Ooh, yeah, you can keep those. All right, and then we're getting paid on that tomorrow. Cool. Shut it down. Shut her down. All right, end day. So we only got one computer to fix and one computer to finish its bay prep. And we got some cards here. We'll take a look at. I don't know. It might be an improvement upon the other stuff. Whoops. We'll do that. It's a nice looking case, though. Kind of a hip looking case. Because it's hip to be square. So really quick, I just want to check. So nothing fits that. Just checking the new ones that came in. I think we have a 390 8 gig LE. So really, these two are still the better ones because I think the LE is worse. Yeah, it is worse. So we'll go with these two beasts instead. Let's put the big one in first. And then, wait, what? All right. Okay, hold on. I thought these fit before. Well, hold on. I could have sworn they did. Well, we can put these two in. It's all the same, I guess, at this point. Whatever. Fine. Let's get the RAM set. Put that all in. And we're gonna beef the shit, beast mode the We're gonna beast mode the shit out of that. Faux show. This dude just wanted an upgrade, so let's get the RAM in there first. What's this? 1050 Ti? You mean it's a piece of shit, you say? Yeah, that thing can burn in a fucking fire. Yeah, this can die in a fire. Alright. Alright, we'll come back to that. Because I want to get this one kind of going. Let me make sure the RAM is set. Oh, you know what? We didn't check for the... Hold on. Oh, wait, we didn't even put anything on yet. Derp. All right, let's set this up. Yoink of the Yukon. It's the on the right. I don't remember how that song goes. Right. I'm surprised if anybody actually remembers Yoink of the fucking Yukon. If you do, you need to do a little bit less drinking there. And that's coming from me. I brew my own beer, and I'm telling you to drink less. And virus scan. Now, what's in this as is? 627. So, it's not the greatest rig in the world, but it's definitely sufficient. Alright, let's reboot. Okay, too much wattage. So, we'll cut the wattage maybe in half or whatever. Just to get it kind of moved along here. We don't have to bring it down too much, I would say, because there's an 850 watt power supply in there. So, we should be able to get the performance we want. Power supply. I didn't check his power supply. Oh, 650. He's got a good power supply. Yeah, we'll crank this bitch up. The card we put in there isn't that demanding. Alright, so that's going. Let's take a look over here. Hell yeah, we'll take this. It's a 970. Why not? Yeah, sure. Hell no. Broken, you say? My style. And sweet. We're going to make $2,000 minimum off of these two guys. But let's go ahead and grab that, which is always equally awesome. Alright, we're done with PC Bay. Email. Rent. Pay the landlord. It'd be interesting to see if you could even get a workshop for $500 a month. Ugh. Rig upgrade, fixed, repairs, seeking old games. Okay, advertising. And a thank you for the repair. So, okay, so pretty much 2 nothings and 3 repair jobs. Darn. They're no fun. They're no fun. Stupid repair jobs. Well, let's get this done with. Hey, thanks for those repairs. Everything's running great now, just as in time for school assignment. I'm supposed to decide on the ruling in the legal case. Basically, I got caught with stolen goods, but actually, never mind. He's guilty. Can't believe I didn't spot it earlier. Thanks for the PC anyways. It's just great speaking, of which I'd better get back to it. Those books aren't going to study themselves. Gus Hemshaw. I know this is out of the blue, but I'm a collector of video games, and I was wondering if you had any old games you might wanted to get rid of. Working in IT, I thought you might have come across some old boxes or discs and put them aside. We're probably in a back room just gathering dust, but maybe I could take them off your hands. Trust me, they're not worth anything. No point even trying to look online for prices. There's just as much of a market for it. There's just not much of a market for it. But I love the stupid things, I guess. And I'm happy to pay a small amount to give them a safe home, even if no one else will. Anyway, if you got any, then let me know. Don't try and research them or anything. Just put them in a box, and I'll take the whole lot for like 10 quid or 10 pounds. That's definitely more than they're going to be worth, but don't worry about that. I'm doing you a favor, really. So yeah, Have a look at if you get time, but don't bother looking anything up online. Any prices you see there on there will be wrong anyway. People put all kinds of crazy prices sometimes, but they're just lying. You know how people are. Cheers, Dave. Did you, Dave Oldman? Fuck you, Dave. You fucking lying sack of shit. Most people know by now that video game lots can be worth small fortunes. All right, so this guy is done. He meets the requirement. I'm not sure if we got all the dust out, though. It's so hard to tell. It looks like we did. It looks like we just did a little more somehow. Whatever. And you, good sir, are worth $1,262. That I'm okay with. So it's really worth about $900 after you take out what we invested into it. Boom. And we'll power down. And let's, of course, save. Hi, many thanks for your previous work. My son has been very happy with the computer and assures me it runs everything he needs to do his homework. Unfortunately, as can often happen with small children, there has been an accident. I have an adventurous 3-year-old who managed to push a slice of pizza into the bottom of the computer where the power cable plugs in. Needs to say, it has not turned on since, and my eldest is furious at the interruption to his studies. Could you take a look and get it working again? Many thanks, Javed Chowdhury. Replace power supply unit. Okay, so we can actually spend $100 and upgrade it, which we're gonna do. So $100. We're gonna go with the 750 watt power supply. That way, the dude feels like he's getting more than more than just the simple service. And I wanted to see that 850. Where's that 850? That Silverstone 850. Where did that go? 160. So it's actually more expensive. Never mind. It's only 800 watt too. What a fucking jip. What a rip off. All right. So $100. That'll cover the 750 watt here. So he's getting an upgrade out of it. Fucking A. I need something fixed. My PC is broken. I was playing with the jumpers and I think I connected the wrong ones. I was on PC Bay the other day and saw some awesome braided purple cables. You gotta use parts, please don't do that. Braided purple jumper cables. Cables rather. Braided purple? We do have braided plain purple, so we don't need to buy anything regarding that. Alright. Motherboard and hard drive. Asus ROG Z370. So, Z370 ROG. Of course, nothing came up. Oh, there it is. Is it the... Okay, it's the e-gaming. And that's 210, so it's a $50 hard drive. It has to be this one. So it's the Martoni Easy Store. That's the only thing that's $50. And you know what we could even do? Nah, we'll just do that. Alright. Braided purple cables. Rig needs an upgrade. My PC just isn't fast enough right now. I need to get to 5777 in benchmarks. Okay. Do you think you could do that in 2 days? I've seen those AIO coolers on the internet. I want one. I've never cleaned it. I said, okay, I worry about used parts. Okay. Well, first of all, the dude wants a pretty big upgrade. So let's go 940 is his budget. He needs a water cooler. He doesn't care about what parts they are. He just wants the wants. His power supply is okay. It's good enough to run dual of these even. So let's figure this out. Let's do the cooling first to the cheapest cooler we can get. That's minus 60. That gives us $880. Uh, he's already at 4891. So let's look at the GTX 1080. GTX 1080, and it had a plus. So let's just throw the plus in there. Under graphics cards, there it is. So which one is it specifically? It's the X plus 8 gig. So this, ooh, $710, but the wattage isn't that high. Is that right? Is it X plus? Yeah, it is X plus. Fucking A. All right, so we'll buy this, and that's minus 710. That puts us at 170. So we could upgrade. Ooh, his processor. Oh shoot! No, we can't do double card unless we change out his motherboard. Let me think this through here. This may not even be relevant if we upgrade this and the RAM. But that's a 1,000-point mark. You'd have to put another card in there. I think we'll stick with the 2 cards, but we need to change out the motherboard. Let's look at the G4500 here. It's a Skylake, so we can use this particular Kaby Lake, but it's minus 175. So that, well, there is an option. We could try this one, and that would be the perfect amount, but we're assuming that's going to work. Let me check here for a second. It's SLI, so we can't do... Okay, we can't do this the way... Okay, so this isn't really the answer. This is not... That's not the answer. So the answer is actually a better... MTech... What is the MTech Plus's rating here? 2800 in memory. And it's Skylake. So first things first, the better deal is to go for the 2800 memory. So let's do that first. Memory. See how tricky this can be sometimes? 2800. And we'll go with the 16 gig. Actually, we could probably do 2 of these, but let's do one of these for now and see where we're at. Yeah, we can do another one. That puts us at 540. We could probably do a third one, but let's go to processors. Skylake. His video card is really good, so that's why I'm more reluctant to not bother with necessarily that. Now, these are both really good Skylakes. The issue is the wattage. If I want to beef up the wattage of that, the wattage-based performance, this is the safer bet. Well, minus 240. That leaves us with $300. So, how much is the memory? 170. And that gives us 130 left. We can put in a bigger power supply. We can put on a 750 watt even for 100. Or we can go really big and see if we can bypass some issues. Where's the first 850? Might be too much money, or unless we can get to 800. Yeah, 140. So 750 is the more realistic reach. Where's the tiny one? Where's the tiny one? There it is. And that leaves us with $30 to spare. I don't see any point in investing more into this project. So, all right. So these 3 guys are bought for, right? Hard drive, motherboard, replace power supply, and the 3 beasts plus that. All right. So we're going to have that delivered upon tomorrow. And you know what? Because they're relatively simplistic jobs, we could probably knock them out tomorrow. So let's shut everything off. Since we have no builds, we can't get rid of our new hardware at the moment, so we're going to have to deal with that. Okay, cool. Got more memory. And yeah, so that's cool. Whoops. Power up. Alright, let's get these knocked out really quick here. Because, again, there's no builds or anything. It was just really replacing parts. And one of them wanted purple cabling, which we got to double check here. I'll take it. Sure, why not? Oh, hell yeah. And, oh, liquid cooling. Yeah, sure, we'll take that. And let's call, oh, nice. 2682. 2641? I don't know. It's a lot of money. 27, actually. But yeah, so, we're making us some stacks. Fat stacks, baby. All right. Let's take a look here. So who wanted the purple braided? This dude. Okay, so first of all, let's get our cabling ready for this. Purple braided plain purple. Okay. Now this dude needed the works here. No. His card was fine. It was the water cooling, the significantly better memory, which we bought 2 or 3 sticks of. So let's do that. Better power supply and better processor are going to be the culprits here. So let's do that. Okay, so there's a there's a shitty one that we just picked out. So we can make a really crappy rig pretty much with that. And we're going to want to do that relatively soon. I'm not sure when, but the sooner the better, I say. Let me just put this back on top. Power supply. Nice. And the memory we haven't done. Nice. It's cleaning up actually pretty well. Clean her out. Looks pretty good. My hat keeps hitting the mic. I'm sorry, guys. I like wearing hats, so I try to take them off, but today I just feel like wearing one. I must wear my hat. I must move the mic further away from my face in order to wear the hat. I'm not going to move it right now. All right, well, that's going. This is the one that needs kind of everything done to it as far as the cabling goes, so we may as well remove all the cabling anyway. Storage. Yeah, that thing can burn in a fire. That would, if we're going to do another build, we're going to need some other equipment. Okay, that is purple. Replace motherboard. So we got to take all this out anyway. And probably to be safe, we'll disconnect the hard drive even though it's purple, just to make sure everything's disconnected from everything. Yeah, that looks good. All right. So we would need a motherboard, a Skylake motherboard. We would need, and a shitty, crummy hard drive is really all we need to build that. Then we would just build something kind of useless or trivial. Again, we don't have any single install cards. Everything is usually dual carded. So I would just argue to put in whatever works, which we'll worry about that later. Ah, crap. Nope, no, we're good. That's right, I can't put the memory up there. I got to put it way over here. I hate this heat sink, I really do. The whole point, though, is I'm going to try to get these two rigs to run at the same time. Then we'll work on the final rig and knock that out. Really, that's getting these things kind of set up is the most important. And the other dude is only having a problem with the power supply, so that's not a hard thing for us to fix and prepare. So we'll scan here. Oh, wait, no. Let's make sure it boots to his faster drive, shall we? Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, that's good. Whoa. Well, I guess it just decided to do whatever the hell it wanted. I'm just going to do it anyway. So I don't know what the hell it did. It did something. Booted right to it without me giving it permission to do anything. We might want to check it. Did he need a specific number? Yes, he did. So, and since he's got a beastly power supply in there, we can try to achieve that with minimal effort. This guy's just a repair job, so let's make sure it's booting to the right stuff. No, it's not. We'll find out in a minute here. Which means I got to remove it on the other drive, but we're going to do this first because this will boot really quickly. And then we'll change over to the other one, remove those things, and then scan that. I was afraid that was going to happen, and it did. Let's remove these. Run that. Prawn free and proud. We'll jack this up pretty good. And then get rid of that. And we'll check it. Looks like that's good. Run it. It ain't a bad hard drive, just a bad power supply. Checking for prawn. Prawn! Checking for prawn! Alright, look at that. All good. So we'll let this run a bit. We'll get these three guys knocked out. RAM upgrade, a job for you, bespoke PC. Another build. Just a simple RAM upgrade. Level 17 quest, that's why. A new rig, and can you build something? So we've got 1, 2, wow, 3 build, crap. 4,700. Well, actually, we do have 4,700. It's only $400, so everything else has got to be cheap. Now, here's the other... Actually, here's the bigger problem. 2108. Excuse me. Which means that there's going to be a $700 video card to get even near that. That's a hard rig to build. That's really pushing it. At the 936, 1376 range, and they want Arctic. This Let me think here. This could actually be something done through liquid cooling. Might be the thing with that. Let me we might need to look into that. Okay, hold on. Let's install the custom cooling shop. Pretty much anything else we don't have, like the peripheral shop, will do as well. Because I think that's the only way we're gonna do this with the video card. We need a liquid cooled video card. Not gonna lie. And we haven't done much work and messing around with it. So we're going to need to see what we can do with regarding this build. But we're going to have to cut budgets and stuff in order to get there. I think that's good enough for now. Do we need to restart? Yeah. All right. So $73.99. Did we get it? Yes, we did. This guy is working. We don't care what the score is, per se. This will be done so quickly it won't matter. Boom. Power off. Done. Out. And done. You are done, is very good, sir. And since we built this, it isn't slower than old people fuck. Alright, sweet. And it's good. Alright, shut her down. Make sure we didn't go over on anything. Nope. Alright, let's go ahead and make a save before we turn stuff in, since we definitely have a cabling request. We'll collect here. Nice. Nice. Alright, actually, this PC is running kind of slow. Could you upgrade the RAM? Thanks, Cousin John. Changed my mind about the legal case. Now the guy is way guilty. Anyway, we're going to save this for next time, because on the next episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator, we might actually have to build a water-cooled system, and we haven't really had to do that yet. Because the numbers are starting to go way beyond what we can really do without liquid cooling. The catch is really going to be keeping things within budget on this guy, because water-cooled parts are very expensive, and it's a lot of trial and error for something we haven't really done much with. So we're going to need to look into some of that. We're going to need to sort some of that out. And that's going to be the hard rig to build. Like I said, the parts are absurdly expensive, but the theory behind it is that you can overclock a lot of them. Really, you can overclock them really high to get the performance that you need. So we're going to try to do the best we can with this. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. I'm your host, your RPG Guy. When we come back, we'll have some more PC Building Simulator for you. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JackTardStudios for live video games, our tabletop gaming show, and our podcast coming soon, if not already, out there. And also the Hobo Head Crab Blind Play show. Definitely check out that channel at twitch.tv/JackTardStudios. Thank you guys for stopping by. We'll see you. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.